is Lord Nod at ESWC. We are at Paris Games Week talking about Medal of Honor. We have with us a very special guest who's going to be talking technically about the game. Tell us who you are.
I'm Queste. I'm community manager on Medal of Honor and Battlefield 3 as well.
Oh, excellent. So, best person to go ahead and ask some of the questions we've been thinking of asking. First off, or straight off, Frostbite 2, what do you think about the engine? What's different than Frostbite 1?
Well, the Frostbite 2 provides great support to the dev teams, not only on Medal of Honor but also on other games. It's a very powerful engine for us that allows us to make both destructions, light effects, many effects that we couldn't get before. It's more detailed and more rich than the Frostbite 1, of course. And that's a continuing effort at DICE. They've been the first ones to use it. And now in the company we have Danger Close using the Frostbite 2 engine. We also have Bioware. We also have Visceral as well on Army of Two, for instance. So it's a very good technology, and even on the next Command & Conquer game. So for us it's very cool engine, allowing us to work both on FPS, action games, racing game last year on Need for Speed The Run. So that's a great technology, and it's in-house, so for us that's very interesting.
Very nice. As far as DICE goes, the setting out of this, making this entire production team, which is, was there a production team overlap between the Battlefield 3 team and the Medal of Honor team?
Not exactly. Danger Close has his proper development team. So there were some former DICE guys that joined Danger Close. They've been working on Battlefield Bad Company 2, for instance. So they know very well the engine, and they are experts in multiplayer. So that's also why Medal of Honor delivers a great experience in terms of multiplayer with his the Fire Team system, which is very addictive. It's very fun. It's maybe easier to get one buddy and play with him online. And also there is a ton of examples like this where Medal of Honor brings something new, very different from Battlefield 3 or other FPS concepts. So yeah, I guess, to be honest, on the specific title, DICE has not been involved. They just provide the engine, maybe some consulting, but not that much.
So, guys, most of you might have seen some things around, what's it called, the Fire Team system, where you have to feed off each other. One of you dies, you have to keep alive to go ahead and make sure the other survives and gives a spawn point. So that's the first time. How do you come up with that? That is phenomenal. I think that's one of the strongest values of the multiplayer of Medal of Honor.
Well, the regular FPS games are mainly focused on your own performance. You don't really care about the other people. You just want to make kills, points, and that's it. Where like Battlefield 3 has a strong team play, and we wanted to bring something different on Medal of Honor and give more interest to people to play together as a fire team together, because you get rewarded with points. That's super cool, and you can also benefit from support actions. Where you can launch grenade. Basically run some very spectacular actions that can really make the difference in the battle. So we really want to encourage people to play more together and care to each other, and they have to, because if you are out of ammunition, you have to go to your teammates, or if your health is down, you need to get it back, and it's really addictive in the meantime. It's like playing in a co-op mode in an FPS, so that's something very new, that's pretty cool for that.
Yeah, I think we all love it. I think it's a really good development. But talking about multiplayer, a lot of people in India, when they played multiplayer for Battlefield 3, they loved that experience. It was phenomenal. How are you taking the multiplayer experience further with this game?
So in these games, we are really focused on the infantry battles. We have 5 game modes that are very various. For instance, we have a brand new mode which is Hotspots, where you have different objectives on the maps to defend or attack, and you get rewarded for that. And the first team that can take down 3 objectives out of 5, or defend 3 objectives out of 5, they win the battle. We also have another game mode which is Sports, which is very competitive. So that's something that's really pleased to the strong and hardcore community, because that's fast-paced combats, that's very intense, that's quick, and that's easy to pick, but quite difficult to master if you want to really be a big player online.
Yeah, we've been hearing so much about it. I think that's going to be phenomenal. But coming to my last two questions, the first one of them is, what's the future? Is there a future? Is this always going to be a great online multiplayer game, or is this something that some pro gamers can get into? So is this something that a lot of intense competitions, international competitions can start taking place, or do you think it's going to be another step, or it's going to be a little far away for pro gamers to take this game?
To be honest, that's the players to decide. We always look for and we always work to provide a great online experience, as competitive as possible, to please both casual players, mainstream players, or very hardcore players. So, for instance, on Medal of Honor, that's why we have in these 5 game modes, we provide different type of game modes that can please to specific audience. So, for instance, if you are a hardcore player or an esports player, the sports mode is really dedicated to that. It really provides a very intense and exactly the kind of experience and that you look for when you are a competitive guy. So, and we are mainly on our FPS. We also look always we listen really the community, the players, the hardcore players. They are the experts. So really pay attention to their feedback, and time after time, game after game, we improve our games and provide stronger experience, more intense, and even with some great tools. For instance, we have the battle log, which is a great tool for the community, because they can not only check their stats, but also play together and also run some match. For instance, on Battlefield 3, it's possible we can play esports thanks to that, not only on PC but also on consoles. So we are getting better and better in terms of services and new features online. So yeah, the experience is not only into the game. You can also use the battle log on your iPhone, for instance, or go online and check your stats, discuss with the community. And now Medal of Honor has its own battle log space. So for us, that's really cool. I think everyone can find its own pleasure in the game, and the features that really please to him and meets his expectations.
I think battle log is going to be one of the most important things that a lot of people will transition from Battlefield 3 to Medal of Honor. Last question, how are you handling cheating? Because people start coming up with aim bots, with sniper bots, with wall hacks, and it's always this hacker versus developer game. What's the strategy going forward? Is it QAC? Is this all inclusive? What's your way?
So at the moment we work with Bugbuster, with Event Balance. We are very happy with them. But not only that, we have internal teams that really pay attention to the cheats. So if we have any exploits that is found in the game, we always fix that. And we also always look to the weird performance, suspicious stats, and we have a dedicated team that really pay attention to that in terms of development, in terms of support, because we know that if you have cheaters in your game, it can ruin the experience of the players. So that's something we take really seriously. And but at the moment, Bugbuster delivers a great support and a great service to catch most of the cheats. And apart from that, we also pay attention to reinforce our efforts and make sure that our games get as clean as possible.
Thank you for this. I think we've had a great time chatting with you. It would be great if you can say hello to everyone in India, especially in a community called Battlefield India.
Well, I hope you enjoy Battlefield 3 and you will enjoy Medal of Honor Warfighter. We spend a lot of time to work on these games, and really hope that you will enjoy this great experience in India, and maybe see you soon online.
We will hope to see everyone online. This is Lord Nod, right in front of Medal of Honor Warfighter at EST WC 2012, signing off. Thank you very much.